My dad abandoned my family when I was 5 years old. That is a wife and 4 kids. He abandoned us and then pursued amateur breakdancing.
Some more context is needed here, needless to say.
You left so you could pursue your career as a breakdancer at the age of 60. This is actually a very heartwarming story in a weird kind of way. It's a little meta. We're going to react to a father reacting to his daughter's viral video. And of course, the father reacting to his daughter's viral video has gone viral in its own right. You may have seen this, a TikToker, a teenager, I don't know, she's 18, I think. She's telling the story of how her father abandoned her and her family to take up a hip-hop dancing career. It's a weird story. And she claims that she had been neglected and that he never talked to her, but he did all these TV talk show appearances as a very famous hip-hop dancer. Weird, right? Let's take a look at this father's reaction to what his daughter said about him, because it's actually kind of sweet.
What's a piece of trauma that you have that's funny? It has to actually be funny. I'll go first. My dad abandoned my family when I was 5 years old. That is a wife and 4 kids. He abandoned us and then pursued amateur breakdancing.
Some more context is needed here, needless to say. I will talk about this in a moment. All right, let's continue with the video.
And he got really good. He like blew up. Like he became like a D-list celebrity status, like viral breakdancer. He became like the oldest actively competing breakdancer in the world. Then he got on Good Morning America and talk shows, and Washington Post wrote about him, and he went super viral, and he did all these interviews, and he danced with Paula Abdul. And here, I'll show you.
See, take a look at this 60-year-old breakdancer. Yes, 60 years old. Amazing. He's competing at a break-dancing competition in Philadelphia, and he may not have won, but I tell you what, he is winning over a lot of people on the internet. Yes. He really is. Yep, he's winning over a lot of people on the internet.
This guy wouldn't pay my medical bills.
That is not true. More on that in a minute.
I just want to jump in here real fast because there's something really sweet. If you look at both of them, what's going on here? She's like laughing, and if she's really traumatized by this, which she claims, she seems to truly enjoy seeing her father dancing like this. And he's got the biggest smile on his face, doesn't he? Reacting to this, and he's just jumping and saying, "That's not true. I didn't really abandon them. And of course, I paid her medical bills." It's like, what is this all about then? Is this really just about anybody can go viral on the internet if you just tell the most outlandish story and it doesn't matter how true it is? Actually, I think that's exactly what this is about. Let's watch a little further.
The worst part, damn it, he's good. He should not be able to move his body like that. It's like impossible. It's beautiful. Hey, Dad.
Thank you, Maddie.
Like there was no split custody or anything. Like he just like left 4 kids to do that. He may not have paid for some of my medical bills growing up, but he did give me this breakdancing merchandise. So that's him. He's on his
That is a nice shirt.
This is his b-boy name because his name is Ben Hart. You know, I'll get texts like this, "Happy birthday?" ? And then like links to his breakdancing video.
That's true.
If you have funny trauma, like actual funny haha trauma, I need to hear it. Thank you.
Okay, in many ways, I love this video. And of course, I love my daughter, Maddie. And we get along great. At least I think we do. But a few corrections are in order, or at least a few things that need to be put in context.
Okay, just we're gonna let him go here. We are. I do like that. I love you, Maddie. Thanks, Maddie. It's very cute. Brother's wearing a Bitcoin shirt, right? That is, he got customized Bitcoin swag. I got so many questions for this dude. Also, the background. I mean, we're pretty happy about our new set here. Have we even mentioned? We got a lot going on here with our new set. But our man here, our little hip hop guy, is looking a little like a hoarder. I think you got to find a better background if you're going to do a video like this. Just spruce it up a little bit. All right, let's watch him.
First, I can see that as a 5-year-old, Maddie would see her dad as having abandoned the family. One day I was living there, the next day I wasn't. And that will look like abandonment to a child. But married couples do get divorced about half the time in America. And I was just living a mile or so down the street in LaGrange, Illinois. We just weren't living under the same roof. Now, about not paying medical bills, that's just not correct. Here was the financial arrangement of the divorce. Maddie's mom, my ex-wife, got $2 million at the get-go, out of the gate, a lump sum payment. Plus, I was paying her $18,000 per month in child support and alimony.
Whoa. Hold on. What? I thought we were dealing with some sort of like, lower middle class kind of Jerry Springer sort of feud going on here. Dude gave a $2 million settlement right at the get-go plus 18 grand a month. That's, as a victim of divorce in America myself, I can tell you, and as a challenged yet diligent divorced father, I can tell you that that is an astronomical amount of monthly support. So this is insane. What did mom do with all that money? Okay, now I really need to know what's going on here.
This was later reduced to $12,000 per month. And of course, I paid health insurance and out-of-pocket medical costs. I also put $600,000 into the kids' college fund. In all, I paid out about $5 million to my ex-wife to cover costs for her and the kids. And this is in 2005 dollars. So add 50% to account for inflation. In other words, I was not a deadbeat dad at all. And by the way, Maddie did not say that in her video, but a lot of the comments assume that and say that. Now, of course, there was no way for Maddie to know how much I was paying because she was a kid. This wasn't something I talked about. Also, remember that I was living 1 mile down the road from the kids in LaGrange, Illinois. Sidewalks all the way. An easy walk or bike ride. I saw the kids all the time. No abandonment, just a divorce. Was I at fault in the divorce? Yeah, I would say I was about 70% at fault. I own that. Maddie's mom and I were really not compatible in many ways. We were compatible in some ways, but not in other ways. Do I regret marrying Maddie's mom? No, absolutely not. If I had not married Maddie's mom, Maddie and her 3 siblings would not have been born. They would not have existed. The kids have turned out great. Maddie graduated from Northwestern University and is a screenwriter in Hollywood. Maddie's older sister, Tori, is a partner at a hedge fund on Wall Street, and she's getting rich. Maddie's younger sister, Olivia, just graduated from college and is teaching English to first graders in Thailand. Her older brother, Peter, is getting a master's degree in psychology. I get along great with all my kids, including Maddie. At least I think I do. So the kids are doing just fine despite Dad's many shortcomings. One other slight correction, which I hesitate to even bring up because I love the way Maddie did this in her video. I did not abandon the family for breakdancing. I have a career. I'm in the advertising business, built an ad agency. That's how I was able to afford to pay Maddie's mom $5 million.
All right. So I guess that all makes sense. And by the way, hopefully Maddie, college educated and now Hollywood screenwriter Maddie, can maybe do a follow-up video here apologizing for misrepresenting this about her dad, unless she's testing out a new concept for a streaming show or a Hollywood film script that she wants to write. That might make sense because it sounds like there's quite a bit of embellishment and fiction here. And she should apologize to her dad, too. I mean, he paid out big time for her, and that's hardly abandonment. It's hard being a divorced parent. And to see something like this has got to hurt this guy's feelings. I thought that he handled it pretty well. And one thing, though, honestly, dude, I get it. You want to set the record straight. And I do have a lot of questions about the Bitcoin shirt. And it is just fine that you had irreconcilable differences and you are an advertising executive and you just wanted to live a new life and be an executive. But honestly, I think the idea that you left so you could pursue your career as a breakdancer at the age of 60 is a much better story. I think Maddie's got it on this one. I think you should own it. I think you should take it. Take it and run with it. I mean, she's already set it up for you. She's defined it. She's created it. I mean, if you had the choice between your legend, your legacy, being that at middle age, you decided to go and pursue your life as a divorced father of 4 advertising executive or as a professional breakdancer, it's a no-brainer. Trust me, that didn't need to be corrected. Stick with it. Own it. You're my hero.